What's up, YouTube? This is Matt97, and welcome back to an episode of Smackdown vs. 2008 General Manager Mode. And we're slowly but surely going up in the ranks for fan support as we're trying to work from behind the 8-ball, the proverbial 8-ball, heading into SummerSlam. And as you can see, the Power 25 here, we have the #1 spot. That's awesome. And yeah, we actually have a majority of our superstars that are on the roster in the Power 25. We might actually almost have the full 15 in there, so that's pretty cool. I had a little bit of a mess up there. The game somehow, I don't remember what happened, but for some reason the rivalry between Chris Masters and The Undertaker just deleted. Oh, now I remember. I accidentally forgot to book them in last week's show. I forgot to book them in the same match, so that rivalry kind of canceled. So I replaced it with one between CM Punk and Edge, and as you can see, Matt Hardy's going to turn heel. Hopefully I'll be able to get a Matt versus Jeff Hardy storyline in the future, so that'd be something cool to look forward to. CM Punk and The Undertaker defeat Edge and Chris Masters, and as we saw, John Nitro and Jeff Hardy won the ladder tag team match against Bret Hart and Matt Hardy. And in this tag team match, John Cena and Rey Mysterio defeat DX, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels. So we're gonna go ahead get into this triple threat match. Since we've been doing a lot of the Kane and Mark Henry and the John Cena, Shawn Michaels, we've kind of forgot about the other feud. So let's go ahead and get into this one between Batista and Orton, with Bobby Lashley involved as a triple threat match. Just try and mix things up a little bit. I don't think Bobby Lashley has competed against Orton or Batista yet in this universe mode. Bobby Lashley actually is pretty new, so he hasn't really done a whole lot. He did beat Mark Henry last week, so maybe that's a feud that I could start in the future between Bobby Lashley and Mark Henry, because he kind of got the upset there. I had thought Mark Henry would kind of win in a squash, but Lashley ended up getting an upset, so that could build to a storyline down the road as we see Batista nearly taking Orton's head off with that clothesline, then takes down Bobby Lashley with an STO. But there's a big boot from Batista. But like I was saying, the SummerSlam pay-per-view is coming up pretty soon, and this is going to be my last GM episode before I go on the whole universe mode. I don't want to say tangent, but what's the word I'm thinking of? It's not tangent, but like when I go on like the uploading spree of universe mode. So this is going to be the last one I upload until like November probably, when I'm done with all the WWE 13 universe stuff and all the WWE 2K14 30 years of WrestleMania, all that good stuff. So it might even be December by the time I get another GM mode. So I know the last time that I sort of took a break from GM mode, I just did it. I didn't really say anything about it. I just ended up not wanting to play GM mode, and I just completely like ignored it. But this time I'll let you guys know ahead of time that there will be another break with GM mode over October. So whether I start it back up in like November, December, it's going to be probably like later in that month or so. So just want to let you guys know that ahead of time. As you can see, Randy Orton trying to steal the victory here with a small package, but Batista breaking out of it because he's the animal. He is a machine, and now Batista setting up Bobby Lashley for a nice spine buster. But nobody's damaged enough, so we can't really go for a pin, but we can take Lashley's head off with a clothesline. That's exactly what we can do. And I went over to like try and take the turnbuckle down, but I forgot that in this game you had to have the dirty ability. That was how, that's like the only way you can take down the turnbuckle pad, which I was not aware of since I've came back to GM mode, since I came back to 08. I was not aware. So like in past matches, I would spend a whole lot of time trying to take off the turnbuckle pad and wondering why the heck it wasn't working. That was why, because you have to have the dirty ability, which Randy Orton conveniently has. So now we have an exposed turnbuckle to deal with, and Randy Orton working on the leg there of Bobby Lashley. And I was thinking about if there'd be time to play the Kane versus Mark Henry TLC match, but this match actually goes on for a long while. So as we see, Bobby Lashley gets tossed over the top rope to the floor there. So I don't know if I end up like trimming this match, because it kind of goes on unnecessarily. As we see, we're going to set up Orton for a Batista bomb, try to capitalize, and Orton with a DDT counters out of it. So Bobby Lashley, we kind of missed the opportunity there with Bobby Lashley out on the floor. I tried to get the win, but Orton was able to counter the Batista bomb. And now Orton up on the top rope, we're going to toss him down. And because he went for the taunt, he's got no momentum left, so that helps us out a bunch. Anyway, so I had planned on doing that one, so I don't end up playing that. And like I was saying, I'm not sure if I'm going to trim this match or not, because it does kind of drag on for a while. As we see a nice double team, double elbow drop onto Randy Orton there between Lashley and Batista. And now, as we can see here, these two are going at each other now, and I'm going to jump in real quick at some point. Double clothesline Orton, and now Batista, as we see, we try to go for a gut kick and kind of miss. And now we're going to go for Bobby Lashley with a Batista bomb, but yet again, it is countered into a DDT, this time by Bobby Lashley. Bit of a technical move by Bobby Lashley, not something you normally see from a big powerhouse like Lashley countering into something like a DDT like that. And now there's a nice backbreaker to Randy Orton, trying to snap him in half. So we've done a pretty good amount of damage to both superstars, but I'm going to try and like commentate. I'm probably going to commentate over the whole match, and I might just end up skipping some parts, so I just want to let you guys know that, because the match does kind of drag on at some points. So whether I do or do not skip parts of the matches, that way I at least have commentary for the whole thing if I don't end up skipping it. So anyway, and plus that way it'll be easier to edit, because I'm not going to have to try and line up the commentary to match both clips or however many I split to, so that way if I already have commentary I can just cut them both at the same spot. And there's a nice move off the top rope there on Randy Orton, sort of like a one-handed powerbomb, kind of like an elevated sort of thing. I don't know. And now Bobby Lashley setting up Batista with a nice reverse suplex, kind of. It's like a headlock like a reverse headlock suplex or something. And Lashley trying to steal the win, but no, we're going to break that up. We cannot allow Bobby Lashley to steal the pin there. And I don't know why my mic is seeming really quiet for some reason. Oh well. I was checking to see if the setting was changed, but no, it's the same setting. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So now as we see Randy Orton, he's got the headlock, and we're going to try and get out of it. But there's Orton with a back suplex to Batista. And we know that Randy Orton beat Batista last week in a first blood match. He busted open the and we just took out the ref. Oh, God. So if this wasn't a triple threat match, this would be the time to grab a chair and all that stuff. But it's triple threat, so it's no DQ anyway. But like I was saying, Randy Orton beat Batista in a first blood match last week. So Batista trying to get some vengeance here with a victory over Lashley or Orton. I guess would work for either, but he's probably going to want Orton because he's mad at Orton for losing the match, and he wants to get revenge from the loss. And now breaking up the pin with the steel steps there. But anyways, you see Orton's got a finisher. We want to try and shut that down. But anyway, so this is a big opportunity for Lashley as he defeated, oh wait, what is this, Randy Orton? With a thumb to the eye, and now a low blow. And I was standing there trying to, because at some point, I'm pretty sure you can, like, go right into a finisher off that, but for some reason it wasn't letting me. But anyway now, Batista setting up Bobby Lashley, looking to end this match right here with a Batista bomb, and it connects. So here we go into the cover. Referee, 1, 2, and Orton breaks it up with a stomp there. With a nice kick, he breaks that one up, and now working on the leg of Batista, and maybe not. Now he's got something else in mind. But oh no, now he's gonna go for the cover, but we're gonna break that up. Anyway, so with Bobby Lashley, this would be a big opportunity for him to get a victory and maybe build momentum into the future, because he's not in a feud, so we don't really have anything for him. But a victory, well, he beat Mark Henry last week, so if he could beat Randy Orton and Batista this week, that would definitely be another big victory, big confidence builder. Maybe set him up for feuds down the road, or maybe try to get him into something pretty soon in the near future. Maybe after SummerSlam we can see what we got going for Bobby Lashley. But definitely big victories over huge, like some of our top superstars. Well, I guess Orton and Batista are kind of at the place of upper mid-card, whereas guys like the 4 superstars who are really our main event guys, as we just completely OD on that throw there on Randy Orton. But like our main event guys have been, recently anyway, our main event guys have been Kane, Mark Henry, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker. And everybody else, like Batista and Randy Orton, have been like the upper mid-card. As we see, we get thrown right into the exposed steel turnbuckle. I guess we can also consider, no, Nitro and Bret Hart really have been more like the mid-card, like not the upper mid-card, more like the lower mid-card, because of where they've been getting booked. I mean, they are in a pretty successful feud, but I really haven't treated that like my other feuds. That one's gotten that one just hasn't gotten the same treatment as the other ones. The matches haven't been as high profile. But it's working. We've got a pretty solid matchup there, as we see a nice clothesline of Randy Orton in the corner. We're going to try and put away Bobby Lashley here with a Batista bomb. And no, I think I might have been going for some other move. I don't know exactly what I had in mind. And Lashley went for the clothesline that we used earlier. And we're going to set him up for a nice sidewalk slam. That reminds me of one move I really used to enjoy in these games was a Scrap Buster pin, where you just pick them up and then you slam them down in like a sidewalk slam, and then you just go for the pin from there. That was an awesome move. I love to use that one. But anyways, we see Orton with a drop kick to the back of the head of Batista, and now Batista trying to fight back, but here's Orton blocking the punch, and now here's Batista, but another counter by Randy Orton, and now Randy Orton takes him down with an arm drag. Nice move from the Legend Killer, the Viper, Randy Orton. And now as he's going to work on Lashley, who fights back now. And now we're going to jump back into things. We're just going to break up that little scuffle. And a double choke, or two-handed choke slam takes down the Viper. And now here's Bobby Lashley looking to take us out. A Dominator or a spear from Lashley could definitely end the match here. Speaking of which, we haven't seen a Batista spear. And speaking of spears, Goldberg's spear. I hope he gets his own spear in the WWE 2K14. That'd be something really cool to see. They've been posting like updates and stuff, so we have gotten some pretty cool like new moves and stuff. The entrances are looking pretty good. One thing that they just released today at the time I'm doing this commentary, which is Friday, they had the Big Show Retros entrance, and people were saying how in the 30 Years of WrestleMania screenshot, how Mick Foley was in the red attire, or not the red attire, but the red flannel jacket, and they changed it to blue as they showed it during the entrance. So that's cool. They got the attire right. They went back and changed that. So obviously, some of the errors that were there weren't, like, it was because it wasn't finished. So hopefully that means they're going to go back and change stuff like, I don't know, maybe if they go back and change Edge's attire because he's got the wrong attire. Maybe work on an Orton retro face because he's got the exact same face as he does in the current matches, and that kind of bothers me. That, I mean, they've gone back and done different models and all that stuff for the other superstars, and they've changed their faces and such, but Orton looks just the same as we spear both superstars like out of their boots. We just like broke them in half. And let's do the thumbs up, thumbs down. Let's see if we can set someone up for a Batista bomb and look to put, or we can just go for the pin there. Lashley's busted open. That spear could do it. And 3. We've defeated both Randy Orton and Bobby Lashley here, thanks to the aid of a vicious spear by Batista. As I kind of went a little off topic with 2K14, but like I was saying, because I do kind of want to finish what I was saying, because CM Punk, in one of his matches, he had the shaved head, where in 2012, it was against Jericho, he had the longer hair, which I really would like to see that model as well. Well, not really a model, but just like an attire for that, or like just have that in the game where he had like the longer hair, because that was like my favorite look for CM Punk, I guess you would want to say. But anyway, as we got the win there, let's go ahead and simulate the main event. And it is Mark Henry defeating Kane in the TLC match. So getting some retribution from the loss last week. So we see a 3.5 star, a 4-star, a 4-star triple threat, a 4-star tag team, and a 4.5 for the TLC. Overall, we got a 4-star rated show. So things are looking up for us. And so you can see we got 10 weeks, 3 thumbs up. We got a 6-week, a 5-week going strong, and we just started off our CM Punk Edge feud, which will go into the pay-per-view after SummerSlam. So things are looking up, things are shaping out for the best. And one weird thing happens here, because I'm like looking through the popularity. You see Jeff Hardy right now, he's at an 89. I have to say this now, but right now, Jeff Hardy was at an 89, okay? So I went in, I was going to bump up Chavo, because I had said in the last episode that I would trade Chavo and probably get, well, I wasn't really trying to bump him up, I was just trying to get some extra cash, because really all of our superstars are pretty much set. But, like I said in the last episode, I had planned on trading Chavo for Sabu, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can execute that trade in this episode, and we're going to go ahead back to another movie event, try to build up some extra cash. But, for the most part, I don't really think, oh no, I was also trying to build up their popularity slightly, so that's why I just did like the 3. So we got Burke up into close to a 90. I think Batista, no, it was Chris Masters, so they're both at a 90. I know it's a little weird seeing them over guys like Jeff Hardy and Triple H and all that stuff. Well, maybe not Jeff Hardy for some of you. But we're just going to go ahead and skip the rest, because really, I mean, we don't have to bump up anybody else. So I think we're looking pretty good. We don't got to do much else. A 3.5 star for Raw. They had a Women's Championship and an Intercontinental Championship match, so pretty solid show for them. The ratings were actually somewhat believable for that one. Well, they were actually correct. So I think they had a 4-star main event. That one kind of worked as well, with The Rock beating Mick Foley for the U.S. title. But we outshined them last week, so things are looking pretty good for us. Let's take a look at the fan change. We got a 4.5 star main event. SmackDown losing another 30,000 fans. SmackDown's definitely on their way down. And yes, we gained another 20,000 fans, so things are looking good. things are shaping up for the best. Things are shape up or ship out. I don't know. But things are looking good for us. Maybe I don't do that off, or maybe I do that off screen. I don't know. But as we see, Mark Henry now the #1 in the Power 25. So things definitely looking good heading into the SummerSlam pay-per-view. Things are looking pretty good, not too shabby. So I want to thank y'all for watching. In the next episode, I guess I will show you guys. But I do make the trade between Sabu and Chavo, so I will have Sabu on the roster for the next episode. I want to thank y'all for watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Keep on YouTubing.